What are you shoplifting?
Chicken.
Chicken? I thought you were going to say like a Kinder, 50 cents or whatever. Like chicken. Hello, you've reached God's answering machine. God is busy right now, but you're in the capable hands of Flores, Alex, and Prakar, which is me. We will go through all inquiries and respond accordingly. Please leave your message after the amen. Hello, you've reached God's answering machine. No.
Start doing the fucking introduction. This is the 8th take or 10th take after all these times we've tried to do it.
Yeah.
Not being a good director, you always say like take one. Inspires. Do it like the first take. Do it like
Yeah.
Oh, take 25. Okay, here we go again.
Okay.
You're not really motivating the actor.
Sorry,
here,
sorry. I need to lead. Okay.
No, it's fine. I got it. I'm ready.
Take one.
It's
Okay.
like-
You can self-direct.
Go for it.
Hey guys, welcome to the first episode of God's Answering Machine. We're the three of us, Alex,
Sorry, I wasn't ready. Okay. Hello. How are you doing?
Flores,
Hey.
and myself, Prakar, are self-proclaimed God's interns. God has given us the task to look over his mailbox because he's too busy
Very
creating
busy.
world. Yeah, it's
Busy
way too
cunt.
busy. And we're going to go through his crowded mailbox where you guys have been leaving your prayers, messages, desperate cries and pleas, which mostly we're going to ignore, to be honest.
Some dick pics as well.
Some dick pics, we're going to
Yeah.
forward those on to God. He likes the cheeky dick pic, I heard.
I mean, he can see them all at once, but
I think he can materialize them if he wants. I think
Wait, he
has
can materialize a dick.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, he's God, I guess. He's like a dick pic now, and there you go.
yeah.
It's God.
So-
You can attribute any characteristic to it as you want.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so dick pics welcome. But if
No, wait. Let's go back for a second. No dick pics. I don't want to see them.
no, well, we're gonna pass them to God.
Yeah, but I need to open the
No,
email
no,
to
no,
know
no,
that
you
it's.
Come on, you can tell.
Can you though?
You can tell the preview of the email,
Yeah,
and then you see,
yeah,
oh, there's
you
a
know,
blurry
there's that-
picture there.
Exactly.
and it looks flashy, so it's probably not someone's. I don't know.
Yeah.
What would look like a dick and that isn't a dick on a picture?
Well, I
Like-
actually found a subreddit that is dicks on costumes or something.
Okay.
And it's people take pictures of their dicks on costumes and little mustaches and things like that.
I mean, there's that section on Pornhub that says funny, and I think it's kind of related to that type of
Funny
content.
porn.
Yeah,
I
funny.
don't-
yeah.
what's out there? Are you then in a horny mood? Did you go there, or more in like a
yeah,
laughing
I
mood,
don't
but
know. I
also
haven't-
horny? Like in what mind state do you
I
go
don't want to
there?
masturbate laughing.
And laughing.
Imagine
It
if
feels
you
very
could.
strange.
Imagine if you could.
Like,
You look like a psycho.
Yeah, so anyway, dick pics to God. We're gathered around here having cookies, which we bought from the supermarket, but we baked them in the oven. So they're sitting here waiting. They look delicious.
It's kind of homemade.
Kind of homemade. That's the label. That's what we're going for.
halfly homemade.
I think that's the podcast as well. We're kind of homemade. We're around Alex's dining table.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So kind of homemade.
It is made at home.
And some beers, of course. And yeah, we're just going to go through the messages and see what happens.
Get back to work, you peasants.
Yes, God. Sorry.
Someone's woke up on the wrong side of the bed today.
The poop knife.
So we're getting cookies now or what?
Well, first I'm gonna tell you this story,
Oh, okay.
and then we can have cookies.
the poop knife. Can we
The
guess?
poop knife. No, I don't want you to guess.
What?
Okay, why not?
This is. I didn't get together with you guys to discuss things. I'm just going to talk.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't-
We're
yeah.
just the audience here, and to smile and nod every now.
Actually, I'm
and
not
then.
even recording your microphones. It's just me.
Okay,
it's
we're
just
just
you.
filler. We're just filler.
Yeah. Anyways,
Okay.
let me light up a cigarette. I need it for my podcast voice.
You're a smoky podcast voice. Well, I like the little click, click. Sample that.
Okay, so I'm. Jesus. I cannot.
Your podcast voice is coming along strong.
Okay. What I'm going to read you is just a message that this user left on Reddit.
When was this?
I have no idea.
What do you mean?
What
There's
year
got to
are
be
we
a date.
talking about? Yeah.
I'll figure it out for the next episode.
No, that's bullshit.
Well,
One answers.
Tell God.
Okay, fine.
My family poops big. Maybe it's genetic. Maybe it's our diet. But everyone births giant logs of crap.
Are we allowed to react already, or
If
what?
you want.
I mean, I have no idea. I have no idea what the size of my family's poops are. First of all, first red flag.
Yeah, I've never asked.
Do you know?
Or is there a habit in the family where everyone just leaves the poop for the next one to,
Like
to
floaters.
see and admire and then
Maybe,
flush?
It's a
like,
competition.
Yeah,
They bring out the
exactly.
knife. Look, come here. Look at this poop.
Your brother has a bigger shit than you.
Yeah.
You need to do better.
Yeah,
We have a
More
cabinet,
fibers to your diet.
cabinet of poops, dry poops there to
Yeah.
admire. The
but
entrance.
that's already bizarre. It's already bizarre.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, it's going to become worse.
Oh, I love it.
If anyone has laid a mega poop, you know that sometimes it won't flush.
Okay, here we go.
It lays across the hole in the bottom of the bowl, and the vortex of draining water merely gives it that spin as it mocks you. Growing up, this was a common enough occurrence that our family had a poop knife.
All right, I see how it goes. I see where this is going.
It was an old rusty kitchen knife that hung on a nail in the laundry room, only to be used for that purpose.
So hold on. So they take a poop. They realize it's too big.
And
I'm just putting the things into place. right?
apparently it's quite often that this happens.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
you
okay.
need a-
And so then they go out and then they go to the laundry room,
yeah,
come back in,
stab the-
slice that shit up.
slice of the poo.
So then everyone knows that you've used it, first of all.
Yeah.
yeah, but
Let's continue this
Why
story.
didn't they hang it in the bathroom?
Wait,
So-
there will be answers to at least one of these questions.
Okay.
It was normal to walk through the hallway and have someone call out, "Hey, can you get me the poop knife?"
There it is.
I thought it was a standard kit. You have your plunger, your toilet brush, and your poop knife.
Wow.
Fast forward to 22. It's been a day or two between poops, and I'm over at my friend's house. My friend was the local dealer.
Oh, here we go. So it's been a day or two between poops, so they're not regular poopers.
Yeah, so now he's been holding poop for like a day or two.
So then they do have a competition.
Yeah, it's going to be like a massive poop.
Okay, I can see a big one
Yeah,
coming,
big
coming up. Yeah.
So my friend was the local dealer and always had guests over.
Dealer of what?
Poop
I think
knives.
weed. I think he says it now.
Okay,
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Because
Americans.
you can't buy weed without sitting on your ass and sampling it for an hour with your friends.
Yeah, right. Okay.
I excuse myself and lay a gigantic turd. I look down and see that it's a sideways one again. So I crack the door and call out for my friend. He's not part of the family, his friend. He arrives and I ask him for his poop knife. My what? Your poop knife, I say. I need to use it, please. What the fuck is a poop knife? Obviously, he has one, but maybe he calls it by a more delicate name. A fecal cleaver? A dung divider? A guanoclave? I explain what it is I want and why I want it. He starts giggling, then laughing. Then lots of people start laughing. It turns out the music stopped and everyone heard my pleas through the door. It also turns out that none of them had poop knives. It was just my fucked up family with their fucked up bowels. Fuck my life.
Nice.
I told this to my wife last night, who was amused and horrified at the same time. It turns out that she did not know what a poop knife was and had been using the old rusty knife hanging in the utility
fuck
closet
off.
as a basic utility knife. Thankfully, she didn't cook with it, but used it to open Amazon boxes.
Okay. Well,
She will be getting her own utility knife now.
It's not terrible.
It's not terrible. And then there's an edit.
But did they clean the poop knife? Would you clean the poop knife?
In between uses?
Yeah.
Maybe not in between. Maybe once every 3 times.
You're joking.
I mean, if you have a poop
No.
knife, it's already
No,
disgusting.
for example, I mean, okay, look, like if it's like the toilet brush, right?
Right,
It has a container.
Yeah.
Yes.
You don't clean it because it has this like little container.
Yes.
But if my poop knife is hanging in
On
the
the wall.
open,
Yeah.
or you have a container where it's hidden, or you clean it.
True.
Then again, if I think if you're so estranged from the world that you grow up in a family where people have a poop knife.
And
I
you
don't
think
think
every
you can-
family has a poop knife.
Yeah, even worse. I don't think you have the level of hygiene to to even care about that. So
Yeah, and because then accompanying that poop knife is a little brown poop knife drip spot.
yeah, rusty.
Okay, let me finish this. Edit. Common question. Why was this not in the bathroom instead of the laundry room? Answer. We only had one poop knife, and the laundry room was central to all 3 bathrooms. I have no idea why we didn't have 3 poop knives. All I know is we didn't. We had the one. Possibly because my father was notoriously cheap about the weirdest things. So yes,
sounds about
we
right.
shared our poop knife.
Yeah, but the sharing is fine, right? I mean,
I don't know.
again, if you clean it,
Yeah, but I think it's
I
different
mean, it's
with
like
a
a
toilet brush.
plunger.
Yeah, but the poop knife, you have to like saw the, you have to cut the poop.
You might splash on the handle a little bit.
Yeah, it's going to be
and,
disgusting.
it's-
Yeah, that's true.
Sometimes you
Yeah.
might stab a little bit too far. And just poo in there. Ah, God.
Yeah, but you
this is-
clean it.
Yeah, but it's just disgusting. Like,
Yeah, but for
Would
me,
you-
it's disgusting no matter what. Like even if it's my own poo, it's disgusting.
true. Yeah.
So you wouldn't have a poop knife.
I mean, no.
I can see
haven't
its
needed one in
uses.
my 30 years.
Like, yeah.
You've never pooped that big that you need a poop knife.
No, I think it tends to break apart if it's that big.
You've never had to take a poop outside with your own hands because it was so big that
Definitely
it wouldn't
not.
go through.
That implies that you did.
I think I need a poop knife.
What do you mean you had to take it outside? There's got to be a better solution than picking it up.
Yeah.
Never had this happen to me. Have you?
Taking poo
Lotus?
as big as that. No, I don't remember that ever needed to happen. No.
But also,
Like,
it's like
I needed
my
to flush
poos
a
are not
bunch of
that
times.
hard, you know? They kind of, if they're that big, they break.
This is not a common thing for me. Okay? I don't go around picking up my poos because they're so massive. It just happened.
So the question is, what did you eat?
I don't remember that part. I remember picking it up. It was traumatic enough to remember that instead of what I ate last night.
I think you need a poop knife.
Dear God, I'm so hungry. How do I get free food?
I did realize something like coming to here, right? So I was picking up the snacks, just an annoyance really, and I was curious like how you think about this, or the both of you think about this. So I come to the Albertine, and sometimes I tend to take some things without like scanning them at the self checkout registry.
He shoplifts.
Yeah, a little bit. Like things are pricey enough as it is.
What were you shoplifting?
He earns more than any of us.
I know,
and
I know.
He shoplifts.
What are you shoplifting?
Chicken. sometimes.
Chicken? I thought you were going to say like a Kinder, 50 cents or whatever. Like chicken.
No, it was
Not a
really
full chicken, right?
it was really bad. Like one time, like I was, first it happened again. It was born out of annoyance because I was like, ah, fuck, this takes forever. This is annoying. I'm just gonna. They didn't get the barcode of something I was trying to actually pay for. I was just
Yeah.
so annoyed. I was like, there's a window of opportunity here. There's just one super busy lady there. It's like, fuck it. I'm just gonna chuck it in the backpack. Yeah. And then
Wait, this is the self checkout.
this is the self checkout
Yeah,
when they
okay.
introduced this, and then I thought it was an improvement. But
Yeah, when you could steal stuff.
no, not because of that reason. I thought it was supposed to be faster, and then I got annoyed, and then I
It's
got
faster for your pocket.
most definitely. But then I got really into it. I was trying.
You mean self checkout or stealing?
Both.
sounds like a kink now.
Both. Yeah, both. And yeah, I did that, and for a while, and then they started to increase the checks as well. So I was kind of feeling the heat. I was like, ah, fuck.
What was the closest you got to getting caught?
Never. That's the thing. So the tactic I developed, I guess, kind of worked. But now I got kind of scared because I read about it more and more in the news. It's becoming like a phenomenon. Like more and more people
you
are
started
doing
a
it.
trend.
What was the tactic? Like you would keep it in a separate bag or something?
No, I was just
Put it at the bottom, right?
Put it at the bottom because they did like a
Yeah,
sample.
They never check the bottom.
No, they never check the bottom. And then usually I would put the most heavy items of grocery at the bottom of the thing anyway, not to crush the rest. So, and those are usually also the most expensive items.
You
that
can put a full chicken there.
Yeah.
Off the bottom.
you can definitely put
Yeah.
a full chicken there.
There you go.
But now they changed the whole thing. So now they're checking your entire bag. So
Since when?
the
Because
game
it
is
never
over.
happened to me.
This happened to me tonight.
Okay,
They
tonight. But
check
is
the
this the first?
entire bag.
But I kind of like, just for the record, I kind of like stopped this like stealing thing for some time now.
I thought you were going to say you stopped them. You were like, no,
Wait.
it's only 10 items, not the full bag.
Was tonight the first time?
That I experienced the full bag search. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next time I will keep my eyes open.
But that's so annoying. They have to check the
Yeah, because
whole
then it's like
bag.
30 items.
They
Yeah,
checked
and
the
then you
whole
have to
thing.
put it back again.
Hmm.
It's gonna take a while.
Okay.
And I realized like this supermarket thing is becoming sort of like this surveillance type of thing where they're going to check you on stuff more and more and more.
Yeah.
Plus, it's not an improvement. So we're going backwards with these supermarkets because now it's worse than putting things on a conveyor belt, just standing
Yeah,
there
true.
waiting.
If they check the whole bag, but they don't check it every time, right? It's still random.
Because they don't have the manpower for it to act on it.
But I have a solution. I have a solution for this. How they can check your whole basket without annoying you.
Okay.
So they know the weight of every item,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
They know what items you've scanned. You can put the items in your bag, and then they weigh
Oh.
your bag at the end and
That's a good
see if the
solution.
weight matches the total.
Let's not ruin this for Floris. He likes to shoplift. He likes his chicken free. And if we give supermarkets ideas on
Yeah, but then I felt bad for doing it because I wasn't like really in need of stealing it because I
'cause
can
you earn
afford
enough
it.
money.
So like my moral started fucking with me a little
So
bit.
it's the
Like
thrill.
it was the thrill, I think, in
Yeah.
initially. Yeah, it's like how many things can I get away with, and does the chicken actually taste better if it's free?
And
Wait,
did
that's
it?
I can tell you it does. It
Yeah?
does.
Okay,
There-
okay.
there's no recipe in the
I
world
did.
that can
I
beat
also
that.
shoplifted. Was it this week? Yeah, I think it was this week.
what is this? What am I doing with
No,
you
but
guys?
it's, I
Shoplifting?
don't usually do it. It was at the office.
I thought you were
Oh,
nice
that-
people.
Hold on. It was
Yeah.
at the office.
Oh, the office. Yeah, that doesn't count.
Yeah. Okay. So I was waiting in line. Not even waiting in line. Okay. I went in. I skipped my breakfast because I said I'll get a croissant at the office.
Mhm.
I was waiting there for 5 minutes, and there's a croissant on a plate. And you pick one up. You go to the cashier. The person puts in the thing, and you leave. And I was waiting there for 5 minutes. I had a call to go to, and I was hungry. And then there's no one showing up. Like people were like busy, and I
Their
was like,
fault?
you know what?
It has to be
I'm
stolen.
hungry. Like
I'm
if you're
I'm poor. And I'm Indian, so it's even worse. Poor
Yeah.
and hungry and Indian together.
Exactly.
I need this croissant right now.
Exactly.
And I want it for free.
No, but I mean,
want
look,
it for free.
look,
What else could I do?
look. If you want me to pay for it, you should be there. I waited for 5 minutes.
That's a reasonable.
That's a
time.
long time.
I mean, I could argue if you wanted to pay for it, then you would just leave it there and then come back.
I mean,
later.
if I had a coin, if I had a euro coin, I would have left a euro, but I didn't have one.
So that's when you resorted to stealing.
I just hear excuses here with the chicken and the croissants.
What about you?
No, I have no
don't
excuses.
shoplift.
You never
Yeah, I
stolen
have
anything.
done it. Yeah, in the past, but
Okay.
it wasn't a regular thing.
Yeah,
But
okay. I mean, this is once
it.
in God knows.
Mine
How
wasn't
long?
a regular thing.
Yours
wasn't?
sounds like it was a regular
Yeah,
thing.
it sounds like at least once a week.
Yeah, for Sunday dinners, you know.
Yeah, when you cook chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to read a quote.
Mm-hmm.
This is something that I quoted this week. I made up. I said, if you want to get the most out of smart people, you put them where they belong. If you want to get the most out of really smart people, put them where they don't belong.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Is it your quote?
Yeah, my quote.
Oh, that's a good one.
I think so. I think so. That makes sense.
That's
Nice.
it.
That's. I like
It's
it.
a great quote. Yeah.
How many people do you think you've seen in your life
Seen as in
physically?
like
I see you.
no, no.
Yeah, if you're walking,
not that creepy.
if you're walking down the street and you see a person, that counts.
Yeah, but that you actually committed it to memory.
No.
Ah,
No,
okay.
just people
Okay.
you've
Okay.
seen.
Okay.
Yeah.
I get the question.
Spend a lot of time in my house, so probably like 10.
You're under average. That's what you're
10.
saying.
No, how many people can I cross paths with during the day? It's like a lot of people.
Yeah,
It's hundreds-
potentially. But
hundreds
also
of
think
people.
about the crowded days, if
Yeah,
you're like at a
hundreds of
festival
people.
or
Yeah, that's thousands of people then.
yeah. But it's not every day.
Most of my days is just me.
Yeah.
No, I look at the neighbors.
Okay.
I'm like,
How
With
do
my
you look at the
binoculars.
neighbors?
No, like sometimes I'm thinking, and I like to look away when I'm thinking. I don't like to
Uh-huh.
look at my computer or my instrument when I'm thinking. Instrument meaning like my musical instruments.
As opposed to
My
your torture.
instrument.
I know where your minds were
Your
going,
torture
so
instrument.
I'm telling you, my guitar, not my dick.
Oh,
And then-
okay.
and
That's
then
what I was
so-
thinking.
That's not what I was
You're-
thinking.
Oh,
but,
you
yeah.
guys are too innocent. Then. And then sometimes when I'm thinking or like I'm trying to be
Why
creative,
would you
I-
call this your instrument?
yeah, my
Say
fret,
hello to my
guitar
little
fret.
instrument.
Yeah.
My flute. My
Yeah.
piccolo.
Anyways, sometimes I look away. I look at the window when I'm thinking, and then I'm just looking, like not really paying attention to the neighbors.
You're
So
lost in
sometimes-
thought. And,
Yeah, lost in thought. And sometimes I pay attention to the neighbors, and then just looking at neighbors. And what are they doing? And then I see a neighbor cooking. I'm like, oh,
Happens to me as well.
Happens-
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, I
and
understand.
it's not creepy. I mean, it's like
it
if they're
depends
like,
on how long it goes on for,
Yeah, it
and
depends
if
on
you're
if you-
caught.
well,
if you
if I
bring
have a
out-
big problem to solve, then it can be long, and I'm staring at them.
No, but if it depends on if you bring out the binoculars.
Yeah, I don't have the
And
need.
unzip.
Yeah, I only bring my camera.
And
Yeah.
unzip. But how many in your life,
How many in my life?
Yeah.
Well, a day I'm gonna say an average of 600.
600 people a day.
Yes, because I'm counting an average.
No.
I'm counting with the moments that I see a lot
That's
of people.
insane.
I see people through the TV. I see people.
No,
my
no,
neighbors.
let's not do TV.
It doesn't matter. I go to the supermarket. How many people is that I see there?
Yeah.
It's like at least 80.
No, I think that's
Yeah.
too much. I
Okay,
Because
think
there's people coming and leaving, so there's more people that you see,
Yeah.
more people that you see, and the workers and everything. The people that I cross paths with when I go to
I
the
think 40
supermarket.
30, 40 people in the
I
supermarket.
think it's much more. So I would say an average of 600 a day.
600.
A day, yep.
Okay, so do the
Average.
math.
Fuck. Let me get the calculator. 600 a day per 365 per 38 years. 8,300,000.
8 million. Okay.
Yeah.
That's not a terribly high number.
It's not as large as I thought it would be. No, but I think you're not wrong. I think it could even be higher.
Well, do you have a number?
No, I don't have. Again,
You didn't look it up.
it's a question without an answer.
Wait, but this is 8 million for my age. At the end of my life, is going to be
Yeah,
around
yeah.
20
More,
million.
yeah.
20 million. let's
Yeah,
say.
yeah, but I don't have an answer.
Mm.
Like if you live in India,
Yeah,
your
yeah.
number is going
then
to
it's
be
just one day.
Yeah, exactly.
First Monday.
I would say for me, I think somewhere 5-ish million if I had to guess.
You go out more than me.
Yeah, I know, but I think 600 a day is a high average.
But you're counting in the outliers, right? Like
I'm
when you're at an
counting- yeah,
airport
yeah.
or when you're at
Or
a
at a festival,
Yeah.
or if
Every
I'm in a
time you go
crowded-
to work and
am I
come
in a-
back, probably you've seen 600 people.
No, it's
Probably.
150 people in the company. I don't see everyone in the company.
No, but you
Yeah.
see people on your way there, and
Yeah, but how many,
A lot.
I think quite a lot.
You see people cycling, you see people walking, people in cars, people
In their
waiting for the
houses.
bus, in their houses.
I think it's a
observing
big-
them,
if you
staring
observe
at them.
I think it's a big number, 600. I mean, okay, I think if I see 100 a day, I think that's reasonable.
You want me to ask the AI?
Ask the AI.
I'm with Alex on this.
8
I
million.
think quite a lot of people that you see on a day, and even like a quiet day, like today. I was just working at home, but then I go to the supermarket and go to the store to find this cable they didn't have. Just based off that, hundreds. Yeah, and I'm counting in the outliers.
What does it say?
Does it even know?
You didn't understand. I don't actually see people the way humans do. I'm like, wow.
Such a smart ass hands here.
No, I
Yeah.
mean, we don't care how many people you see.
No,
You're-
how many people do I see?
Yeah, yeah. How many people?
Just an
you know,
average human
a
being.
person. Yeah. And there's I
Isn't this
see.
on like Statista or some other like
It's
factoid
just like
site?
bullshit answer. It varies.
Pressure.
For example, people who lives in a dense population.
Yeah. See, it's a difficult question to answer.
Keep
I
pushing for an
need a-
answer.
I need a real.
Do another prompt.
Yeah, just say like, shut up.
No,
and
I
tell
really
me.
want you
Yeah,
to
just say, I want you to make your best guess.
Yeah.
Okay, make your best guess.
or else.
Or
Make your best guess and show you're working. I'm curious.
it's such a how's it called sitting in
Fence
a
sitter.
fence
Yeah.
sitter. Just tell me a number. I got fuck it. I'm gonna just say fuck you. Fuck
You know when the AI
AI
takes over, they're going to remember everyone who cursed at them.
I hope so. I hope they remember at night every time they fuck
They're
me.
gonna remember. And
Does
then
it have a
you're gonna
smart
get
ass
fucked.
reply again, or
Oh, I'm sorry if I said or did anything to upset you.
you're goddamn right?
Today's last clip is sponsored by Spravato.
All right, let me close it with this. I live through catastrophistic thinking, or catastrophic thinking is called.
Would you describe it as suffering, or?
I think it's like a
So it's not a great time.
I think it's a bit sadistic. Like he
Yeah.
gets joy in the suffering.
Yes. Anyway,
Also,
catastrophic thinking is just putting yourself in the worst case scenario all the time. Whatever you do, what can go wrong? And then that can spiral out of control into whatever I'm thinking is actually going to happen.
Mhm.
And then it brings a great deal of stress in my life thinking about these scenarios that are likely not going to happen, right? One of them you actually know, which is the wine shop scenario.
Yeah, I love that.
But
I don't know what this is.
Picard doesn't know, so let me tell you.
Please do,
Picard.
yeah.
So whenever I go to a wine shop, I always have this feeling that I'm going to trip over and I'm going to just, drop a lot of bottles, but also that it goes further. And then I try not to trip over. I latch onto the shelves and then I break the shelves.
It's like one of those movies.
Yeah, and then everything falls, crashes, there's wine everywhere.
Someone gets
yeah.
hurt.
And then the workers get very angry at me. And, they're like, oh, what are you doing? And I still thinking like, oh, how am I going to pay for this? There's a lot of wine here on the floor. What if they think it's a prank? And then I have to explain it's not a prank. And they get very angry. Why would you do that if it's not a prank? And no, really. And the police comes and then I have to explain the whole thing, right? And throughout the whole situation, I react in a very fishy, strange way. So they think there's something weird here. He did it on purpose or something like that, right?
They think you're pulling a prank.
Yeah, I'm pulling a prank. That's what I live through whenever I go to a wine shop instead of just going and getting a bottle and leaving, which I do as well.
Do you
And it
think
never
there's
happens.
a universe out there, a parallel universe out there where this actually happens to you every time you go to the wine shop?
As long as it's him and not me, I don't care.
As long as it doesn't happen to you.
As long as it's not me.
But you're bound. Okay, maybe that's
Well,
interesting. Then,
It's
like,
bound to happen. Are you
it's
going
bound.
to say that?
Yeah,
Do you think
I'm,
it's
Well,
bound
it's
to
I'm,
happen?
I'm
like,
giving you a lot of
uh,
comfort as a catastrophic thinker.
Self-fulfilling prophecy, right?
Yeah. That could be one outcome. Yeah.
I hope it doesn't happen.
Or do you figure that if you stop thinking it, that it will not happen?
No, he thinks the opposite.
I-
If he stops thinking about it, it will happen.
I cannot stop thinking about it. It's not like I go to a wine shop and I'm not going to think about this scenario anymore.
Oh, you
I
have no
go
choice in this.
And I relive it every time.
Yeah.
Anyway, I have these feasible kind of fears, right? This could happen.
Yeah.
But then I have the unfeasible, is that a word?
Yeah.
Scenarios where I know it will never happen. That is still creates a lot of anxiety in me.
Because there's a small chance that it,
No, there's
that
no
may-
chance
Okay,
it
there's-
would
okay,
happen,
there's
but
no
I
chance.
still get anxious thinking about
Of
it
what?
and going through. And I brought you this one. I have superpowers, but I use them alone because I'm testing them. Like
You're not sharing these good powers with them.
no, because I just discovered them, and I have different sets of fear with superpowers. But in this case, let's talk about flying.
Okay.
I can fly. I discovered one day I'm flying in the living room, and then I go to the park, and then I fly a bit, go to the mountain, fly more, and I'm testing it. And I'm like, wow, I can fly. This is amazing. But I do it alone. And at some point, I want to share it with somebody. Oh, I want to tell Floris that I can fly, right? So I'm gonna bring. Well, not after that reaction. I'm never going to tell you that I can fly.
Wow, you can fly.
Amazing. Show me.
I bring you to my house and I tell you, no, Floris, I can fly. You have to believe me. I'm gonna prove it to you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to fly in your face, and then I'm right about this. I'm not lying. So I go to the window and then I jump out to fly. But in that moment, it doesn't work. It just does, right?
And then you die.
It's not like I lost my powers or it was a lie all the time. No.
It just doesn't.
It just
bad
doesn't
day.
work. Yeah, bad day.
Bad trip. It's a
I have a
bad,
bad
it was
day.
a bad trip.
I was worried
Didn't
about
have
other
coffee
things.
yet.
Yeah, I had things in my mind, work stuff. So I go, it fails. I go down to the ground.
Is
I
that
break.
the best way to demonstrate? Jump from the window.
I was thinking you could fly a bit in the apartment. you know,
Yeah,
just-
come on.
What? This is the most logical way of
Just straight
proving
up,
it.
just
It-
straight out.
it's all or nothing.
It's
yeah.
all or nothing. So I break, I don't know, a leg, a shoulder.
leg?
Or
But
something.
you don't
dead.
survive from this height.
Okay, let's say I live in the first floor.
Okay.
I break a leg and a shoulder, part of my face,
Right.
and something, right? But the biggest hurt or the biggest pain is the embarrassment of two things. One is I just made a fool of myself. I look like a clown. But second, that Floris thinks I was so involved with my lie that I wanted to prove it, even though I knew it was
Yeah,
a
you're
lie. I went
psychopathic.
for it anyways, just to prove a point. And then I couldn't prove it. And this is my fear of superheroes.
Is this a dream or?
No, this is a fear I have every now and then that I think to myself, what if I have superpowers? And it
different
just happens?
powers.
What if I have superpowers, but I'm not able to reveal myself or do it in an embarrassing way? That's the fear.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Only that I
Like
reveal them in an
basically, I'm
embarrassing way.
imagining I imagine a worse one.
Okay,
Right.
what is it?
It's not worse. It's just more embarrassing. You go invisible, and then you're like, "Ooh, now I can go and
To the
go to
lockers.
the ladies' lockers." Yeah,
Finally, I can
exactly.
stare at the neighbors
So
as
you're like,
long as
you're like
I
pressing
want.
that you click it, and you're
Yeah.
like, you think you're invisible, but
you're
you're
not.
actually not, and you walk straight in.
You can finally stare at those neighbors of yours.
Yeah.
Unlimited
And
and
flying,
naked
and
and fully
flying, yeah.
naked.
Okay.
What superpowers would you have?
Ah, damn it! I thought about a superpower the other day, and I was like, "Oh, this is a good superpower."
Convenient one.
Oh, it's
But
a
I
new
don't
one.
remember. Floris, you
Convenient
go
one
first.
where
I'll try to
where
think.
where I can't
Convenient?
die. You know, like I can create food out of thin air and it's already cooked and I can
Such
eat it.
low aspirations.
Hey! You could use that power for a lot.
It's a
Yeah,
practical
in some
one.
countries or some social classes, sure, that would be a great power.
The-
Or if you want to give people food, that would be a great power. But
I-
Floris' shop leaves chicken, even though he doesn't need to. I don't see him going around giving people food.
Maybe that's how you
Hence the
manifest it.
superpower.
Maybe the superpower is
No, but we're talking about the superpower that I'm obliged to use for good or
No,
only for
you
my
use
own
it for whatever
benefit.
you want. It can be for bad.
It's great
So you have food
because
for,
with
food for bad.
yeah, and with this superpower,
To eat
you
it in
can-
front of homeless.
you can't really fail. You can't really fail like you do.
famous last words.
You have ambitious
Like I do.
superpower.
No.
You
You
said it
open,
in such a
you open a big
judgy way.
restaurant and you're like, ooh, well, fastest
Doesn't
cooks in the
work.
world, 5-star Michelin star restaurant.
Oh,
with,
you
like,
don't have a
in fast
table for
food.
me? Look at this. All this food coming from my hands.
No. You don't reveal it. You're like, I'm the chef. I can whip out like all these foods very
I'm
quickly.
sure Floris would reveal it. We would show the food in their
Accidentally, yeah.
faces. Like, look at this. Look at this Michelin star cakes.
What I would do is like I would be the waiter that brings it out and then ask them, what do you want to eat, and then
make it appear.
and then just click your window
Sum-
and then open
summoning
it, and
it.
then it's there for them.
Yeah, but then you're also setting yourself up for a big
Such
embarrassment.
low superpowers you want.
No, that's not my
I'm choosing a
superpower. I'm just
practical
trying to-
superpower
I'm just
here,
trying
given the
to-
story of like
That's
fear
your
of failing.
most practical thing you could think. You didn't think of time
no,
travel.
it's not practical. It's way too ambitious.
It's
and it brings up a lot of different complications.
So you think there are ambitious superpowers?
Yes, there's
You would go to
definitely.
Superman and you would be like, man, come on, step down.
Yeah.
It's too much.
Yeah, it's too much.
It's too much. Lasers through your eyes.
But he's
Does he have
pulling it
lasers?
off.
yeah, he has lasers.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
He has lasers.
Yeah.
Yeah. He can melt things with it.
Yeah, he also has like a freezing
Oh,
halo.
there's a lot of super.
Oh, this one I didn't know.
Yeah,
stuff I
he
don't
can freeze things.
Okay.
Can also be convenient when you want a cold beer, for example.
He sells food and beers. And lasers when you want to heat up things.
Yeah.
The
Microwave.
chicken.
Microwave,
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Super speed for shoplifting.
It's like the duct tape and WD-40 of food. You either use duct tape or.
What is your superpower?
I have something that I think about sometimes would be nice to do. Would be like if I'm doing something and I want to get good at it, right? Or if I don't know how to do
Mhm.
something, I can pause time, go away for 100 years and just become a master of it, and then unpause time and then continue and be like, look at that.
That's a
I'm really
surprise. That's my superpower.
good. Oh, really?
Pausing time.
Yeah, pausing time and then
Yeah.
going away and doing whatever.
But for me, it's because I can never wake up in the morning on
Mhm.
time. So I would just like wake up, pause time, sleep 5 more hours.
Yeah, maybe that's a better one than me summoning.
You don't want food anymore.
I'm rethinking.
You can
it.
stop time and
There's cool-
shoplift and
No,
cook.
but I answered this question in the context of your fear. So I wanted a convenient superpower where you cannot really fail big. You
No, but
don't
how do
try
I
that
fail?
hard.
I would
but
get afraid of that. Like,
How
what
would
if
I-
it comes burned and then I burn my hands?
Yeah, that's minor compared to jumping out the window and then crashing to
Yeah, but
your
the thing
dad
is-
and,
the thing is
and
that's just-
embarrassing yourself in the process.
But the thing is, that's just Alex.
ah,
You don't need to jump out the window. That's just him.
You know what bothers me of flying in superheroes is that they always fly like very fast. Like they never. Like I would like for one scene a superhero that has realistic powers. Like they fly at walking speed, and it's like
Hovering.
very slow. And then when they're like super high in the clouds, it's cold as fuck. So
Yeah.
they need to bring
Yeah.
a jacket.
birds hit them in the face
Extremely
all the
slow.
time.
Yeah.
It's the most useless superpower at that point.
Useless superpowers. I think that's a good topic.
We'll discover that in the next episode.
The answering machine is full. If it's you, Kimberly, God says you guys are done and you should stop reaching out.
Oh, here we go. Chicken. I thought you were gonna say like chicken. I thought you were gonna say like chicken. I thought you were gonna say like chicken. Superpowers. I think that's a good topic. Superpowers. I think that's a good topic. Chicken. I thought you were gonna say like chicken. I think that's a good topic. I thought you were gonna say like superpowers. I think that's a good topic.